And good evening to you. Welcome to the business news here on News 360. My name is Alfred Okanse. Let's go on to our first story this evening. And banking expert Dr. Kwame Nyako is of the view that the malfeasance in the microfinance industry can be blamed on the central bank for allowing the industry to flourish before bringing regulations. He explains effective supervision and monitoring could have reduced the level of malfeasance which has hit the industry.
Amwa observed the informal nature of the small-scale businesses in the country, such as unregistered businesses, makes them unattractive to the formal banking system. This, he said, is where the microfinance institutions came in to bridge the gap. Dr. Banyako was of the view lack of regulations by the central bank resulted in some institutions coming on board, pretending to assist the informal sector.
There were no regulations initially covering microfinance industries. I think practice actually preceded regulation, and that's where we had the challenge. So the central bank has stepped in, but people have already developed their practices and already taken deposits and swindled people. I'm not saying that coming in is not good, but I think they waited too long.
He regretted the Bank of Ghana is charting a similar course in the mobile money business.
The same way people are talking about regulating the telecom stepping into the banking sphere. We've allowed them to come in, so now we have to accommodate them, isn't it? That's exactly what we are doing now. Immediately they noticed that telecoms veering into that industry, they should have come up with their regulations, but you don't let them start flourish before you come up with regulation. Any regulation you come up with will be a matter of compromise.
President of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, Clifford Duke Metal, indicated the microfinance industry is relevant to the financial landscape, and the Chartered Institute of Bankers is dialoguing with Bank of Ghana on the way forward.
We are doing a number of stakeholder engagements. We are coming up with suggestions. In fact, we have giving a report to Bank of Ghana on ways and means of improving the microfinance industry.
Public servants who misappropriate public funds or commit government to expenditures outside the budget will be sanctioned under the new public financial management law. This was made known by the finance minister Setekwe at a workshop for journalists on the new law here in Accra.
Now, after extensive consultations with relevant stakeholder organizations and groups, the Public Financial Management Law was passed this year to address the significant weaknesses, especially in fiscal policy formulation, budgeting, commitment control, transparency and accountability, as well as debt management. Finance Minister Setekwe says the law will define the responsibilities of persons entrusted with the management and control of public funds and with the level of public debt, and also makes provision for accounting and audit of public funds. The Finance Minister warned that public servants or ministers who flout the laws will be sanctioned.
We should also note that the conditions of service for public servants has, sanctions within. For somebody, demotion, no promotion, in terms of performance evaluation and others, are also built into, the conditions of service.
In the medium term, the law is expected to bring about a more efficient, effective and economical use